big beautiful world called planet Earth. Look, today is there's a couple things I wanted to discuss in today's vlog. So today is Earth Day, which means that everyone's going to be talking about how they want to save the planet and they want to discuss that. And I want to protect the Earth just as much as the next person, but I'm not like a huge advocate for it. Now, that doesn't mean I don't, like I said, that doesn't mean I don't think the Earth should be protected against our carbon footprint and, and all of this stuff that exists in this world. I'm just saying I don't keep up to date with it like other Earth, the people that love this Earth as much as anything else in this world. I still believe that this Earth should be protected, but not as hugely as some other individuals who love Earth Day. The second thing I want to discuss today is that today is the second day of the second weekend of Coachella, because last weekend was the first, and I don't know who's performing this for this weekend. It may be similar people who performed last weekend, or it may be a completely different group of individuals. Most likely it's a different group. So this is the second day of that. The third thing I wanted to discuss today is we're just a week away from the end of this month. So, a week and a day, basically. Because a week from tomorrow is the final day of the month. Because there's 30 days in April. And that means we're getting close... we're getting closer and closer to May, which will mean that we're about a month away from the YouTube convention, which we're still figuring out where I'm going to be staying. We're going to figure out how I'm going to get there. I've been talking with my parents and some other individuals, and what the plan is for each day. I'm still working out the details on that. So May is almost upon us, but I mentioned this a couple of days, or maybe it was yesterday, or the day before yesterday, that Wednesday is the day that they open this thing called matchmaking, which I have to do a little bit of research on, but basically for the next 3 weeks, starting on Wednesday, they open this thing up where you can pick the creators that you want to meet at this YouTube convention, and it doesn't necessarily mean, and I know I've talked about this before, it doesn't necessarily mean that you get to meet do the meet and greet with that specific person. It's just letting them know which ones you want to meet. Now, I do, from what I've understood in the past, whether it was last year or the previous one before that, is they do have a standby line where you don't have to do that, but that might take a little longer to get through because the ones that are actually match made with that specific creator, whether it's someone that's on the website or whatever it is, it goes quicker for the ones that do the matchmaking, but it really depends on how you go about it. And I don't know all of the full details. I still have to do some research on it. They do have Q&A panels. They do have panels about being a better influencer. They talk about the business aspect of YouTube and all that fun stuff in a separate thing. Now, another thing they do, and this is, I know I'm getting off topic, they do have parties after the whole event's over, or maybe it's during the day. They do these parties where you can go in and hang out with certain creators and have a conversation with them. I'm not 100% certain I'm going to do that. I'm not even sure if I'm going. I have the ticket. We're just figuring out the details of all that information, just explaining it to my parents and to individuals who might go to this event, even though everyone probably goes on the website every couple of days just to get informed on certain things, or if they follow VidCon on Instagram. But I digress. I just wanted, this whole video I wanted to talk about how we're getting towards the end of April. May is right around the corner. That means summer's almost a month and a half away. What's the first day of summer? Let's see. The 21st of June, which is the day before, or the day before the event actually starts. But that's the day that you get your passes and your bracelets and all that stuff for the actual event and stuff like that. I'm gonna continuously talk about VidCon until after it happens, and I've gone and experienced everything. So just bear with me. I understand that it can get repetitive and it can be all these things, but that's not the main point of today's vlog. The main point of today's vlog is that today's April 22nd, Earth Day. There's 8 days left of the month of April, and then we get into May and all of the fun stuff that happens in May. There's only one movie left that I want to see in April, and that's the Evil Dead Rise film. And I've talked about that before, and that'll be on Tuesday, hopefully. And what else? I've also started watching the second season of Carnival Row, which means I've got 8 episodes left to watch because I watched the first 2 episodes last night, and I'm possibly going to be watching 2 or 3 tonight, and then moving on and doing all that stuff. So we've got today Saturday, then tomorrow Sunday, and then Monday we've got the weekly task update from last week, and then movie on Tuesday, and then from there, who knows what's going to happen. I mean, all kinds of stuff could happen. So either Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to talk about some stuff in regards to VidCon again, and talk about doing the shout-outs for Patreon on one of those 2 days. I'll just keep you guys posted. So we got a couple birthdays to wish. I want to wish Trey DeFranco a happy birthday, and I want to wish, who else's birthday is it today? What is it? It's Amber Heard's birthday today as well. Now there's two birthdays tomorrow. So come back for tomorrow's vlog. But get ready, because May is starting in the next 8 days, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens in May, what happens in June, all of that stuff, and see where we go from there. Anyways, stay happy, stay upbeat, be who you want to be, and do what you want to do with your life. Get ready for May, because May's going to be kind of a busy month. I'm not going to say everything that's going to happen, but May's going to be kind of busy month. And find your love story, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new vlog. Bye-bye.